धारे यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी भगवान की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 3, Text 32. Tvataha param na paramapi anejad ejad chakinchid vyatiriktamasti विद्याः कलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्त्रिपृष्ठः त्वतः परं न परम् अपि अनेजद् एजत् च किञ्चित् व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याः कलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्त्रिपृष्ठः त्वतः परं न परमपि अनेजद् एजत् च किञ्चित् व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याः कलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्त्रिपृष्ठः व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याकलास्ते सर्वस्य सर्वा परम न परमपि अनेजत् एजच्च किञ्चित् व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याकलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्प्रपृष्ठः। माताजी, ततः परं न परमपि अनेजत् एजच्च किञ्चित् व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याकलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्प्रपृष्ठः। ततः परं न परमपि अनेजत् एजच्च किञ्चित् व्यतिरिक्तमस्ति विद्याकलास्ते तनवश्च सर्वा हिरण्यगर्भोऽसि बृहत्प्रपृष्ठः। हरे कृष्णा। तो इस क्लास का हिंदी अनुवाद जो है कुटीर में हो रहा है, तो जिन भक्तों को हिंदी में सुनना है तो कुटीर में जा सकते हैं। वर्ड टू वर्ड मीनिंग। त्वतः फ्रॉम यू, परम हायर, न नॉट, अपरम लोअर, अपि even, अनेजद not moving, एजत moving, च and, किंचित anything, व्यतिरिक्तम separate, अस्ति there is, विद्याः knowledge, कलाः its parts, ते of you, तनवः features of the body, cha and sarvaha all, hiranyagarbha the one who keeps the universe within his abdomen, asi you are, brihat greater than the greatest, tri prishtaha transcendental to the three modes of material nature. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. There is nothing separate from you, whether it is better or lower, stationary or moving. The knowledge derived from the Vedic literatures like the Upanishads and from all the sub-limbs of the original Vedic knowledge form your external body. You are Hiranyagarbha, the reservoir of the universe. But nonetheless, being situated as a supreme controller, you are transcendental through the material world, which consists of the three modes of material nature. Purport. The word param means the supreme cause and aparam means the effect. The supreme cause is the supreme personality of Godhead and the effect is material nature. The living entities, both moving and non-moving, are controlled by the Vedic instructions in art and science, and therefore they are all expansions of the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the center as the Supersoul. The Brahmandas, the universes, exist during the duration of a vrith of the Supreme Lord, Yashyai kanishvasitakala mathavalambya jivanti loma vilaja jagadandanatha. Thus, they are also within the womb of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mahavishnu. Nothing, therefore, is separate from the Supreme Lord. This is the philosophy of Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So first of all, I seek blessings from all the devotees so that I can speak whatever I speak in parampara for my own purification and for the pleasure of Shri Radha Kunji Bihari, Shri Gaur Nitai, Shri Prabhupada and all the devotees. So this verse is from 7th canto, 3rd chapter, verse 32. Tvataha param na param api anejat ejat cha kinchit vyatiriktam asti vidyaha kalaste tanavascha sarva hiranya garbho asi brihatri prishtaha. There is nothing separate from you, whether it is better or lower, stationary or moving. The knowledge derived from the Vedic literatures like the Upanishads and from all the sublimbs of the original Vedic knowledge form your external body. You are Hiranyagarbha, the reservoir of the universe, but nonetheless being situated as a supreme controller, you are transcendental to the material world, which consists of the three modes of material nature. So here Hiranyakashipu is offering his prayers to Lord Brahma. And as devotees were speaking before also, that he is doing over glorification or flattering of Brahma. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that this material world is full of cheaters and cheated. So here Hiranyakashipu is trying to cheat Lord Brahma, but he himself is getting cheated. So for demigods, it is said that demigods, they give two kinds of kripa, especially for Lord Shiva, it is said there are two kinds of mercy or kripa. One is called sakapata kripa, sakapata mercy or kripa. Another is niskapata kripa. So when Lord Shiva, because he is the greatest of all the Vaishnavas, so when he is engaged in meditation and chanting the name of Lord Vishnu, and if somebody comes and asks anything, any boon from Lord Shiva, then Lord Shiva, out of hesitation, he gives the benediction. Okay, take it and don't disturb me. So that is his sakapata kripa. Kapata is cheating. So he is giving some material benefit, material benediction, which is actually not going to benefit the person or the worshipper. But those who approach Lord Shiva with a proper understanding and without any material motive, so Lord Shiva gives him niskapata kripa, or without any cheating, he guides the person to become a devotee of Lord Krishna. So similarly, we see here that Hiranyakashipu is he performed severe penances for Lord Brahma, and when Lord Brahma appeared, he is asking material benediction, and he is over glorifying Lord Brahma. So one time, Srila Prabhupada, when he was in Madras, so there was one person called Mr. Ramakrishna. So he was a worshipper of Lord Shiva. So when this Ramakrishna came to meet Srila Prabhupada, and he was arguing that Lord Shiva is topmost. So Srila Prabhupada told him that there are two words in Sanskrit. So one is called puja and another is called bhakti. So Prabhupada told that puja is especially meant for demigods, those who are worshipping demigods. And bhakti is used for Lord Krishna. So in puja, the person who is approaching the demigod, he is having some material motive or something he wants to achieve from the person whom he is worshipping. But in bhakti, the devotee doesn't have any material motivation. He approaches Krishna out of love and just to love and serve Krishna. Then Mr. Ramakrishna asked Srila Prabhupada that what if somebody does bhakti of Lord Shiva? So Prabhupada said, it is an exception. And he gave an example. So he said, just like there is a liquor shop. So whoever is going to the liquor shop, we should understand that he is going to purchase liquor. But if somebody is going to liquor shop for some other motive, it is an exception. So similarly, anybody approaching demigod, so definitely there is some material motivation. So that we see here from the incident of Hiranyakashipu approaching Brahmaji. And in Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, Lord Rishabhadev's teachings, Lord Rishabhadev says that Guru na shashyat, swajano na shashyat, Pita na shashyat, janani na shashyat, Daivam na shashyat, Pati na sasyat namo chayeta samupeta mrityum. So there he says Daivam na sasyat. That means one should not become a demigod, worshipable demigod, if he cannot deliver his dependent from the cycle of birth and death. So here we see that Hiranyakashipu, when he is worshipping Lord Brahma, so Lord Brahma giving him the benediction, that is also a form of cheating only, because he is not able to deliver the worshipper from the cycle of birth and death. On the other hand, when we see somebody approaching the demigod with a proper understanding, then the demigod elevates that person, gives that person, brings that person closer to Krishna. So in the same Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, in the 5th chapter, Narad Muni approaches Lord Brahma. And Narad Muni tells Lord Brahma, this is from Canto 2, Chapter 5, Text 2. So I am reading the translations. So here Narad Muni is telling Lord Brahma, my dear father, please describe factually the symptoms of this material manifestation. What is its background, how it is created, how it is conserved, and under whose control is all this being done. Then he says, my dear father, what is the source of your knowledge? Under whose protection are you standing? And under whom you are working? What is your real position? Do you alone create all the entities with material elements by your personal energy? Then he continues, whatever we can understand by the nomenclature, characteristic and features of the particular thing, superior, inferior or equal, eternal or temporary, is not created from any source other than that of your lordship. Yet we are moved to wonder about the existence of someone more powerful than you when we think of your great austerities in perfect discipline. although your good self is so powerful in the matter of creation. So here we can understand that Narad Muni is approaching Lord Brahma with a proper understanding that somebody is beyond him, because Lord Brahma was performing lot of austerities, and by that he got the power to create. So Narad Muni is asking Lord Brahma that who is above him. So Lord Brahma is replying. Lord Brahma said, "My dear boy Narad, being merciful to all, including me, you have asked all these questions, because I have been inspired to see into the prowess of Almighty Personality of Godhead. Whatever you have spoken about me is not false, because unless and until one is aware of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate truth beyond me, one is sure to be illusioned by observing my powerful activities." And in the purport, in text 12, Brahmaji says, "I offer my obeisances and meditate upon Lord Krishna, Vasudeva, the Personality of Godhead, whose invincible potency influences them, the less intelligent class of men, to call me the Supreme Controller." And in the purport, Prabhupada says, "As will be more clearly explained in the next verse, the illusory potency of the Lord bewilders the less intelligent to accept Brahmaji, or for that matter, any other person, as the Supreme Lord. Brahmaji, however, refuses to be called this, and he directly offers his respectful obeisances unto Lord Vasudeva, Sri Krishna, the Personality of Godhead, as he has already offered the same respect to him in Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam." Brahmaji is conscious of his actual position, and he knows how less intelligent persons, bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord, whimsically accept anyone and everyone as God. A responsible personality like Brahmaji refuses to be addressed as the Supreme Lord by his disciples or subordinates. So from this we can understand that how Brahmaji is revealing the truth to Narad Muni. On the other hand, he did not reveal the truth to Hiranyakashipu, because Hiranyakashipu had come with a different motivation. So that is a kind of like, because he wanted to cheat, so he also got cheated. So now in the purport, Prabhupada says, the word param means the supreme cause, and aparam means the effect. The supreme cause is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and effect is a material nature. So here Hiranyakashipu is telling, "Tvataha param na param api anejar." So there is nothing superior to you, whether it is moving or non-moving. So we see that actually here Srila Prabhupada in the purport is glorifying Lord Krishna, because all these things apply to Lord Krishna. So Brahmaji himself is he has told that Ishvara Parama Krishna, the Supreme Lord is Krishna. And in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita also, Arjuna says, "Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan." So Lord Krishna is the Supreme. Lord Krishna himself declares that he is the Supreme in Bhagavad Gita. Mattaha Param, Mattaha Parataram Nanyat, Kinchidasti Dhananjaya, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. So like that, we can understand actually Krishna is the Supreme. And Lord Krishna, one of his name is Trayadhish. So Trayadhish means he is the Lord of the threes. So there are different kinds of threes. Like there are three Vishnus, Purusha avatars. Mahavishnu, then Garvodakshaya Vishnu and Shirodakshaya Vishnu. And there are three planetary systems. The lower planetary system, middle planetary system and upper planetary system. And there are three modes of material nature, Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. So Lord Krishna is the Lord of all these threes. That's why he is called as Trayadhish. Bhakti Vinod Thakur also prays, "Tumi Sarveshwareshwara Brajendra Kumara." Then he says, "Tomara ichhaye Brahma karena srijana, Tomara ichhaye Shiva karena samhara, Tomara ichhaye Vishnu karena palan." So we can say that Lord Krishna is actually the Supreme. Then Prabhupada says that the living entities, both moving and non-moving, are controlled by the Vedic instructions in art and science, and therefore they are all expansions of the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the center as the super soul. So here it is said that the Vedas, they are coming from the Supreme Lord, and they are they are the expansion of the external energy of the Lord. So we find that Vedas, it is said Veda Narayana Sakshat. Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Vedesha Sarve Aham Eva Vedya, Vedanta Krit Veda Videva Chaham. So Vedas are coming from the Supreme Lord, and they are there in this world to guide the human being in the right direction so that they can get out of this material world. So Vedas are compared to the manual of life. So just like we purchase anything from the market, so along with the product we get a manual. So in the manual it is written how to use the product effectively so that we get the maximum benefit from the product. Similarly, Lord, after creating this universe, so he gives the knowledge to Lord Brahma, and from there the Vedas come. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye. So by that, Lord Krishna is guiding the people in this world, the living entities in this world, so that they can come back to him. Then Hiranyakashipu is praying, Hiranya Garvo. So here Prabhupada tells in the purport that the Brahmandas, the universes, exist during the duration of a breath of the Supreme Lord. So they are within the womb of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mahavishnu. So all the Brahmandas, they are within the womb of the Mahavishnu. So we see that in Karana Sagar, Mahavishnu is lying, and by his breathing, the universes come out. That means all these universes lie within the womb of Mahavishnu. That's why he is called Hiranyagarbha. Jai Shri Shri Radha Kunji Bihari Bhagavan ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So he is called as Hiranyagarbha. So we also see when Lord Krishna was personally present, so he showed Mother Yashoda the universe within his mouth. So here another word used here is that in the second line, Vyatiriktam asti, na kinchit Vyatiriktam asti. So Vyatiriktam means separate. So Hiranyakashipu is praying that nothing is separate from you. So actually this applies to Lord Krishna, that nothing in this world is separate from Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna, he is the controller of this material universe. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. By my control, by my supervision, this material world is working. So when something like materialistic scientists, they say that this material world, this universe is working automatically. Nature is working automatically. So his guest Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says that automatic, when there is something called as automatic, so automatic doesn't mean that there is no controller. But automatic means there is no awareness of the controller. So people do not know that who is controlling. So suppose the example of a toy. So there are certain kind of toy that if you give the key, put the key and leave it, then the toy is working. Suppose there is a barking dog. So if you put the key and go away, the dog will keep barking. So if some person comes and sees that the dog is barking, and if he concludes that it is barking automatically, so that means he is not aware that who is controlling this. So in the same way, Lord Krishna, he has made this world complete. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. So this material manifestation is complete. So complete means there is nothing extraneous required for the running of the universe. So he has put it in such a way that even without his absence, the thing will go on. That's why best management, it is said that best management is that which requires no management or less management. That means if the manager is not there, still things are going on. That means he is most intelligent manager. But if the manager has to run behind and do everything, that means he is not best manager. So similarly, Krishna, his management is best management. So even if he is not there in this world, things are going on nicely. So he is the controller, and nothing is separate from him. And when Lord Krishna told the Chatushloki Bhagavatam to Brahma in the second canto, so there also he says that what is Maya. So he gives the definition of Maya, that anything in this world which is seen without any connection with Krishna, that is called as Maya. So anything in this world, everything in this world has a connection with Krishna. Nothing is separate from Krishna. So pure devotee's vision is that he sees everything in connection with Krishna. So one time Srila Prabhupada, he was in a morning walk. So one of his disciples asked Srila Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, you are telling that a pure devotee sees 24 hours Krishna, and wherever he sees Krishna. So I am little confused that how he sees Krishna. Is it that wherever he sees, on the wall, on the trees, is it that Krishna's form appear there? And multiple forms of Krishna appear and they combine, and how he sees Krishna? So Prabhupada said that suppose you go to my apartment and you go to my room, and I am not there, I am outside. But you see that on my desk, my glass is there, and my pen is there, and you see my garments, you see my shoes. So as you see all these things, immediately you remember me. Because all these things belong to me. They are my energy. So by seeing my energy, you get reminded of me. So in the same way, when a pure devotee sees in this world, he sees Krishna in that way. That whatever he sees a connection with Krishna. He sees that everything is related to Krishna, or everything is coming from Krishna. That's why nothing is separate from Krishna. So it is said that स्थावर जंगम देखे ना देखे तारा मूर्ति सर्वत्र है निच इष्ट देव स्फूर्ति. So here also in this sloka it comes. Moving, whether it is moving or non-moving, everything is controlled by the Supreme Lord. So that is the vision of a pure devotee. So another time, today is the day of Srila Prabhupada's arrival in US. So Prabhupada, when he was boarding the Jaladuta, so in the Jaladuta diary, he writes, thanks to Krishna that he arranged the journey through Sumati Murarji. So Prabhupada doesn't say that thanks to Sumati Murarji. So he says thanks to Krishna that he arranged through Sumati Murarji to go to the Western countries. So this is the vision of pure devotee, that he sees everything in connection with the Supreme Lord and nothing is separate from the Supreme Lord. So Maya is not acting independently. Maya acts on the will of Krishna. And in this world, Maya is acting in a way that the living entities can go back to Krishna, go back to the spiritual world. So because the living entities have rebelled against God and they have turned away from God, so they are under the control of Maya. So just like Radheshyam Prabhu gives example, if a son is not obeying his father, so if the son is not studying, the father wants the son to study, but he is not studying, he is rebelling against the father. Then the father keeps a tuition teacher. Then the tuition teacher is controlling the son so that he can study. So similarly, Lord Krishna is our father, but because we have rebelled against him, so he has kept us under the control of Maya so that we can reform and become better. And then Hiranyakashipu is praying. In the last line he says, Asi Brihat Triprishtaha. So Triprishta means Lord is transcendental to the three modes of material nature. So Lord is transcendental to the three modes of material nature. So many places in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, this nature of the Lord is mentioned. Like Lord Kapila teaching to Mother Devoti, he says in the 3rd canto, Anadir Atma Purusho Nirguno Prakrute Param. Anadir Atma Purusho. Lord is Anadir, he has no Adi, and he is Nirguna. He is not under the control of material nature, and Prakrute Param. He is beyond the material manifestation. Queen Kunti also prays in the 1st canto, 8th chapter, Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishvara Prakrute Param. Lord is Param. He is beyond the material modes. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.13, Trivir Gunamair Bhaver Eve Sarvam Idam Jagat Mohitam Navi Janati Ma Mebhya Param Abhyayam. So Lord is Param, beyond the material manifestation. So that's why Lord Krishna is called as Gunatit, and we are Gunadhin. And Lord Krishna is called Mayadhish, and we are Mayavash. So Lord is the master and we are the servant. So all living entities in this material world, they are under the control of Maya, but Lord never comes under the control of Maya. So even though Lord comes here in this material world, still he doesn't come under the control of Maya. So Lord says in Bhagavad Gita that Mudhoyam nabhi janati abhajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhutamaishwaram. So those who are foolish, they think that Lord has become a human being or he has become like us. So example is given, just like if Prime Minister visits the jail. So when Prime Minister is coming to the jail, then the prisoners, there can be two possibilities. The prisoners may think that the Prime Minister, I am in the jail and Prime Minister is also in the jail. So Prime Minister is also a prisoner. Or one may think that Prime Minister is in the jail and I am also in the jail, so I am also Prime Minister. So people have two kinds of misconception about God. That God is like an ordinary human being, or they make an ordinary human being as God. But God is always transcendental. He asked Srila Prabhupada that you are coming from India, but you are attracting so many foreigners. You are attracting so many Indians, Americans. So Prabhupada said out of his humility that actually I am not attracting them. Who is attracting them? Krishna is attracting them. Attracting them. Who is attracting them? Krishna is attracting them. And I said that what I am doing, so that it is, and the branch is lying down on the ground. So when you are walking, so you see the tree and you also see the branch. And the branch is, because it is separated just recently, the branch is also very, very beautiful. So we see that it also has green, fresh leaves and beautiful flowers and fruits. So we don't see any difference between the tree and the branch. But as the time passes, the difference will manifest. Because the tree, it is the whole tree, all the branches in the tree are connected to the tree, so they will always remain fresh. But because the branch is separated from the tree, then it will gradually dry. All the leaves and flowers and fruits will dry up. So in the same way, this Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayu Kham Mano Buddhirevacha Ahankara Itiyam Me Bhinna Prakriti Rashtada. So Bhinna means, Krishna says, this material manifestation is my separated energy. So because this is separated energy from Krishna, that's why everything in this world dries up. Or everything in this, the glitter or the glamour, the attraction in this world, it is temporary. It doesn't stay for a long time. And when we do not see this in connection with Krishna, then that is actually called Maya. So Brahma, Lord Krishna says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he gives another example. Lord Brahma gives to Narada in this second canto. So he says that just like if there is a dark room, and in the dark room, somebody is taking a broken glass piece and he is directing the light of the sun to the dark room. And in the dark room, it is glittering. So somebody sees this glitter, so he should not become very much excited and think that this is everything. Rather, he should see the connection of this glittering light with the sun. That the source is sun, and from it is coming. So similarly, anything attractive in this world is actually coming from Krishna. Krishna says in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Mama Teja Amsa Sambhava. Everything that we see glittering in this world, splendor, any splendor we see in this world, that is actually coming from Krishna. So when we see in that way, then in that way we can always see everything in connection with Krishna and become free from the three modes of material nature. So in summary, initially we discussed how Hiranyakashipu is approaching Brahmaji and he is trying to cheat Brahmaji and he is himself getting cheated. We discuss about Niskapata Kripa and Sakapata Kripa. And those who approach the demigods with a proper motivation, with a proper understanding, they are guided by the demigods towards the Supreme Lord. And for that we saw the Narad Muni's example, how Narad Muni is asking Brahmaji that who is above you. Then in the verse we saw that in this prayer Prabhupada is applying this to Lord Krishna, and he is saying that Lord Krishna is a supreme, he is a Parameshwara, and Lord Krishna, we discussed that he is called Trayadhish, he is the Lord of the Threes, and Lord Krishna is, nothing is separate from the Supreme Lord. In this world, whatever is there, everything has a connection with the Supreme Lord, and all the universes come out from the womb of the Supreme Lord, and Lord is beyond the three modes. He is not, although he is a creator, but he is not influenced by the three modes of mental nature. And by doing his bhakti, we can also become, by surrendering to him, we can also become free from the three modes of mental nature. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.